Today's topic is, would you live forever?
Like forever, can you end your life or die, or you can't?
Let's go both routes. So,
Okay.
if you can't end your life, if you choose to live forever now, you have to live like forever,
Till the end of time.
end of the universe.
What if the Earth somehow explodes.
Explodes.
And you still survive that?
You have to.
You'd be floating in space.
Yeah, but who knows? Like before the Earth explodes, maybe humankind,
Have moved to Mars or somewhere.
right?
But what if you outlive all the planets?
So you can die at the end of the universe.
The hell? No, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah, that's
Okay, that's an easy answer.
yeah.
If you can end your life whenever you want, would you live forever?
That's kind of sad too, because
Yeah,
it's
right.
like, yeah, you don't want to get into that mental state, right? And I'd rather it be like a natural death or some external factor.
Okay.
Yeah, because making that decision to like end one's life is like not easy.
Yeah, I think it'll be really hard to just end my life, and I will be in really difficult mental state. I think it'll be really tricky. So yeah, my answer would be no to forever life. If I have to end my life, but at the same time, I still really want to see to what point the technology will advance. I'm really curious.
Yeah.
I want to know where the humankind will go in like 2000 years. Because,
That's
the technological advance that humankind made for the recent 100 years is like astonishing.
Yeah, I mean, even within our lifetime, no internet, smartphone, or in our childhood, we kind of didn't have that. And then living through that transitional phase, it's interesting.
Yes, we didn't have phones. I mean, we had phones, but I still remember the old phone at my grandma's house.
Yeah.
I think still she has it.
Oh yeah.
You have to rotate the dial
Yeah.
on the phone.
The landlines.
Yeah. From that type of technology, we have smartphones, VR thing. It's really, really interesting. Yeah, I want to see how far we can go. Maybe sometime you can teleport someone to totally different spot. Back in the days, if you want to go travel, let's say to the other continent, you have to hop on the ship and stay there for, I don't know, like 3 months.
Yeah, and hope you get to the destination.
Right? Nowadays, you can just book a flight and you go to the other side of the planet. I am really curious how far we can go.
So if you're given some type of magical elixir that grants you maybe 100 years more, would you take it?
Yes. If I can live set amount of years on top of my lifespan, yes, I would take that. Unless it's like unreasonably too many years, like 30,000 years. But if it's 500 years, I may want to live.
What if you just have one elixir? That means you're either going to outlive your loved ones, or if you give it to someone, I assume maybe a loved one or whoever you want to give it to, they will be the one to outlive you.
Yeah, definitely I will give someone that I love to outlive me. Because the reason I wouldn't live forever, or I wouldn't want to live 500 more years, is I have to see all the people die that I love.
So you'd rather your loved ones suffer from your death?
Yeah.
Wow, selfish.
Maybe the person wouldn't mind outliving me. Can I split?
Like split, like you get 50 years, you get 50. Yeah, I guess so. I'd be curious to see how it works. Or like if you get like an extra droplet, that's mean you live like an extra 55 or 60 years. Yeah,
so if I can get a set amount of time that I can live more, yes, I would take it because I'm curious about the future of human beings. What about you?
I'll be really interested about, for sure, technology. Like, can we fly cars? Can we teleport? I don't think I'll be confident to travel to space yet. There's just some things that I think we don't really know much about quite a bit, and I don't want to risk anything going to space. I'm sure it'd be amazing, but I don't have the confidence to.
If you can go to the future, would you go? Or if you can go to outer space, would you go? My answer has been always yes, because I'm curious. But these days, as I get older, my family, my friends, you, so I don't want to leave all the people.
I like to think if we get to a stage where technology is super developed and then the type of telescopes, whatever that we are using outer space becomes so advanced to the point where maybe you can get like a really decent high quality recording of what other planets look like. I'll be fine with that. Yeah, I don't think I have an interest to actually go there physically quite yet.
But if I can go to outer space when all my loved ones are gone, yeah, I definitely would go to outer space and die there.
If something happens, you would accept it?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. I think on the question of whether if there is this magical elixir that gives me just 100 years on top of my current lifespan, would I keep it for myself or would I give it to my loved one? I think I would keep it for myself.
Why?
Because
you want to see your loved ones die?
I would rather be the last person so I can be there for them versus, you know, I'll be the one to kind of bear all those emotions and whatnot. Imagine if you have kids. I think as a parent, you would want your kids. Or actually, I don't know. You probably would want your kids to. Well, I guess it depends, right? You want your kids to grow old.
I'm gonna fucking tell you.
You want your kids to grow old and like, you know, a long life and enjoy all the what life has to offer, but at the same time.
Yeah, okay, I think we have to narrow down the question.
Yeah, right.
It's not between you and your kids or something. It's between you and your partner.
Okay, so okay. I think I would split it with my partner. But if we can't do that,
no, you can't split between your partner.
I would take it.
Oh, you want to outlive your partner and see your partner die?
Yeah, it'd be painful for me, but just kidding.
All right, I think we have conclusion. The question was, would you want to live forever?
Definitely not. That sounds horrible.
Right?
Yeah.
But if you have 100 more years,
for sure,
500 years.
Let's say that's going to be about 5 lifetimes you're living through.
5, yeah, more than 5 actually.
Right. So you're thinking, how are you going to live through each life? Like, are you going to keep developing your own family or something, being another person? And that means you have to experience the whole cycle over and over. And at that point, I would assume by like year 400, you're pretty much jaded with everything. Yeah. But on the flip side, maybe if I can still be the same person, same identity and everything, you're probably raking a lot of money.
Yeah, of course you will. That's given.
Yeah, you're like working for 500 years straight.
Yes. And then you'll live really, really, really luxury life.
Right.
And then I was assuming you are gradually getting old throughout 500 years.
So like, let's say 85-year-old physicality is going to be equivalent to like
400 something.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
So the way you age is way slower. Yeah.
Yes.
Huh. That'd be really interesting. I feel like, I wonder how would you plan your life knowing that you have another 400, 500 years? Can you still die from like accidents and whatnot?
Yeah, of course.
Right. So you can't be like, oh, yellow, like go like bungee jump every weekend or whatever, or skydiving.
Right. It's not invincible.
It's not guaranteed you're gonna live up into that long.
It's just your biological clock.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right.
So nothing's guaranteed.
No, if you hit by a car, you die.
That's not funny. But there's gotta be some guidelines of when you can take this elixir.
So from the point that you take this elixir, your biological clock ticks really slower. If you take the elixir now, from now to like 85 or 90 years, that will be elongated to 500 years. Then you better take it earlier if you want.
Right. Yeah, I would take that. Just like, I'm curious when would be a good time for me to find.
Yes.
And like your metabolism is still high and you don't have any back pain or neck pains.
Yeah, I mean, I'm past that point already. So it's already a little late to get the prime time of my body. So I have to take as soon as possible.
So what would be the con of taking it when you were like 10 years old?
Let's say when you're 10 years old, your biological time will flow 5 times slower, and then you have to wait almost like 50 years to drink. So that could be a con.
Well, that's not based on how you look, it's based on your age.
That's a good point. Yeah. I don't think there is any really negative side of that, to be honest.
What will you do living that long? What are you curious about?
I would pursue my career in
Yeah.
different fields.
Yeah, right.
So probably I'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to school again
Mm.
and doing some things. I'm already past my prime time of my body, so I don't think I can be an athlete, but I can study.
Probably you take most of the time to just learn as much as you can, take up new skills. You're gonna be freaking genius by the end of it, probably. Well experienced, well traveled, probably. And I think
Yes.
studying, as you said, or learning something new would definitely be a great way.
I'll be wanting to go to outer space.
I'll just be here.
Anyway, our conclusion is that we don't want to really live forever, but it's a limited time amount, say 500 years, probably we would.
And
Thanks for watching.
and cut. Thank you. Bye. Thanks everyone.
Bye.